All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I want to give the honors to my apostles and elders, Great Millstone, who teach very well. I learned this truth from his citation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push his word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, Shalom to the million children who sincerely believe upon the words that they have Bahashem, Yahushua. And today, man, just basically getting on Esau being Esau, man. Which what I mean by that, Esau being the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Because no matter where the so-called white man goes, death follow, man. Which shows you that this guy is nothing but a brute beast, for the lack of better words, man. Because instead of this devil basically being in the minds of sitting down, let's talk it out. No, these devils, they'll end up bomb you to hell and back, man. Even if they do sit down and talk it out, y'all try to make a agreement or a certain level of treaties or covenants or whatever with him, he'll end up breaking that, man. Ask the Gadites about that, man. Let's go ahead and start off with that in the book of Psalms 50, because at the end of the day, again, Esau, he will be Esau. And what I mean by that, an evil and conniving, SOB, like Stone Cold say, man. No, but an evil and conniving person, man. Let's go ahead and get that. This is the book of Psalms 50. Chapter down. It's like it's Psalms 55. This is the book of Psalms 55, and I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, he put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. So you can make an agreement with this devil that it will be no bloodshed, and he'll turn around and do it anyway, even against his own people. After World War I, they said, yeah, no more mustard gas, no more chemical warfare, but they still doing it, man. Which shows you it's no honor amongst thieves, man. No, but just going back, it says he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. Because if Esau see you at peace, if we see, basically, we're gonna, you got some land, I got some land. I want the land you got, and you agree to share with me. Okay, let's make a peace treaty. He'll end up making a peace treaty, turn around, stab you in the back, and take everything away, man. And then turn around and do it all over again. And again, this is not like it's something new. This is the thing that this devil have been doing for centuries, man. This is the book of Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Yes, it says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, man. Which meaning what? This guy, he's have a snake tongue, for the lack of better words, man. He can talk you down, It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but what was in his heart? It says his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And right there, man, it says it was smoother. He basically talk. He a smooth talker. Make your guard get down. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, guy? Smiling. That Edomite smile. But in his mind, he want to kill you, man. Because it says his words were softer than oil, yet they drawn swords. Let's go to that word drawn. Because that's what Esau was known for, man. For drawing swords, man. For pulling the weapons out. Right here, it says to draw a sword, to draw a sword. Let's go to the root word. Oh, right here, it says something open, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, Esau, he's opening up for who he really is, which is what the devil, man. So again, at the end of the day, he's going to talk to you. He's going to say, yeah, we're going to be best friends, and we're going to share this pot of land, and he's going to end up stabbing you in the back. Why? Because he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. He is not even honorable amongst his own kind. He don't even break his own people off. So how much more regular old Jake, man? Now he talking all smooth to you. He gonna give you a good record contract, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, you the best nigga on the block. But he gonna let his people suffer. No, man. At the end of the day, Esau, he's only looking out for himself. Let's go ahead and play this video real quick. I got it from Twitter. It says on history of the world. And really, they say history of the world is just really the history of Esau, man. You know, him being nothing but a brute, beast, and violent man. Let's go ahead and get this real quick. Please bear with me. Because again, that's how Esau pushed forth is violence, man, and death, man. Whether it be through his culture or whether it be through just actually going in and taking you down. Or another way, what is called a Smith and Weston. Who made the Smith and Weston, man? Who is Smith and Weston? That's the guy who we should blame, you know? Even though you say black on black crime, what Jake is killing each other with the guns that Esau give them, man. You know? But let's read this real quick. This is the book of Psalms 140. It's like the Psalms 140 in verse 4. It says, keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked, preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. And right there, man, basically, he's asking for the Lord to deliver him from Esau, man. Because again, you think this guy, he's all cool right now, but watch when he get in a desperate mindset, man. Like a porcupine just look like a gerbil, but wait until he get under pressure, he's going to put those thorns up. That's the same thing was going on with Esau, man. No, he's just all fine and dandy, but as soon as he get into a tight spot, he's going to pull out his weaponry, man. And that tight spot is coming by what? Us exposing this devil, pushing forth this word and telling everybody that this is the devil that the Bible speaks of. This is the bad guy. This is the antagonist of the planet Earth. And if not him, then who is? You know? But let's go ahead and play this video. Now, Salaki, I didn't want to stop. I wanted to play it all the way through, but it's a lot of things going on, as you can say, through, yes, you can see through history. Basically, violence had got more and more to an extreme, and basically, that's when Esau got into power. Because ever since this guy got into power, war have changed. You know, for lack of better words, in the ancient world, it used to be swords and javelins. Now it's drones and bombs, man. You know? Let's get this real quick. This is the book of Revelations 6. I'm going to jump down to verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red. Now, that other horse, horse represents power, and that red is actually talking about Esau, man. Esau, Edom. Because Edom actually in the Hebrew is red. Let's continue on. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So ever since this guy got into power, peace have left the planet Earth, man. You know? Because again, he's running rapid with wickedness, man. He's running rapid with death. Again, let's say if we're just gonna put away all the guns. It's gonna end up being chemical warfare now, man. You know? Again, they say, ain't no more shooting. Then they'll end up using mustard gas or chemtrails. Let's continue on though. It says to take peace from the earth and that they should kill one another. And that's what's going on in the video, man. And again, even though it's they say caveman on caveman crime, that's basically Edomites on Edomite crime. World War I, World War II. That was bigger than the Crips and Bloods, man. You know, that was bigger than 63rd Street in Chicago. World War I, World War II, the Civil War. That's Edomite on Edomite on crime. Even though right here they have them depicted as cavemen, but Esau, he's the original caveman. Let's prove that. Let's go to Job 30, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have not disdained to have set with the flock of my dog." Now, this is actually talking about the nation of Edom ruling over us, man. Because for the lack of better words, where Esau came from basically sugar to shit. Like we came from shit to sugar. We came, it's like how we came from sugar to shit. Esau came from shit to sugar. And how did Esau came from shit to sugar? Basically through the sword, through his blessing, man. Through that weaponry and deceit. But again, this sick guy is ruling the planet Earth. This is what you get when a sick guy or a brute beast is running the planet Earth, man. Because again, it says, whose father I have not disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock, because Esau, he's fascinated with dogs and he's fascinated with freakism, man. Continuing on, it says, yeah, whereto might the strength of the hands profit me, in whom old age was perished, for want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in the former time desolate and waste. Yes, because basically back in the day, Esau, they were skirted out just how the way they looked, but also by how the way they acted, man. In the ancient world, you'll see Esau in his pure form with the long beard, and weird smelling, and eating out his grandma's skull, man. Let's continue on though. It says, who cut up mallows by the bushes and Jupiter roots for their meat. And those was those different herbs that the Lord used to preserve this devil to this very time, man. Because Esau died even today is horrible, man. It's this guy on TikTok and social media. They call him the Liver King. And basically, everything that he eat, he prepare it raw, But again, the Lord brought out those mallow and the Jupiter roots basically that balance out their diet to, preserve them. Continuing on. It says, they were driven from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. And that's it. Because soon, back in the ancient, when you see an Edomite sneaking in the town or a band of Edomites, man, you tell them to flee away because trouble is coming, man. Every time you see an Edomite, trouble is not too far away. Because why? Esau, he's the representation of trouble. He's the representation of death. Let's get some real quick to back that up. This is the book of Sirach. This is the book of Sirach 12, jumping down. Sirach 12, jumping down to verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. So if anything bad, if you got something missing, somebody got shot, somebody dead, you can always blame Esau. Because again, go back. Two Jakes just got shot down in Walmart or whatever. You say, damn. They got shot down. Who shot him? A so-called black man. He got shot with this type of caliber gun. Well, who made that caliber gun? Who made Smith & Wesson? Who is Smith & Wesson? And who's funding that company, man? But at the end of the day, we know Esau is setting up these different things and, basically setting up self-destruction for the nation of Israel. But all bad things can go back into who? The so-called white man. Because he is the wicked and he is as death. Continuing on, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And that's what Esau do. Esau, he pretend to help you. He pretend to have the best for you. And you seen it during the pandemic, man. Because now people dropping dead out of nowhere. Let's continuing on though. It says, that's pretty much it though, man. Because at the end of the day, the Lord know wherever Esau go, death follows, man. So let's go ahead and go back to this video. Let's finish playing off this video. And that's it, man. That's that madman, mutual assured destruction, man. But just going back, this is Esau blessing, and this is what he was blessed with, man. This is what this guy was made for. Because again, at the end of the day, he's finna get ready to show who he is, man. He's finna get ready to show his blessing. He's finna get ready to fulfill his life. This is the book of Genesis 27. And I'm gonna jump down to start at verse 38. It says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. So this is Esau asking for a blessing. He asking for something. Continuing on, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and that's being fulfilled right now. It says the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above, because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. This is the time of the rulership when Esau get the rule. Even you go back into Xerxes and Nebuchadnezzar, even though they ruled a big plot of the land, they never ruled the whole world, man. Even the Western Hemisphere, and not even that, even having the different technology, man. Because even in the ancient world, let's say of Xerxes, wherever his main station was at, say he was in Persia. Let's say if he wanted to send a message to Babylon, or send a decree down into the whole, the whole kingdom. Basically, that would have took time. That would have took at least 6+ months in order for that decree to go out. Now, those decrees can come out like clockwork, man. Esau can sign the decree at 4:00 in the morning, and at 6:00 at 4:00 in the morning, and then you wake up at 4:01, you break. They can take you to jail now, man. But again, this is the Lord blessing Esau with his weapons, and let's see what he have been doing with this blessing, man. Let's read this again. It says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and from the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live. Yes, man. It says, and by thy sword shall these devils live, man. They live by the sword and they die by the sword, man. It's getting to a point when they even pull the sword out on each other, and you can see it. You can see. Let's go ahead and go back a little bit to it, cause this is a beautiful video, man. Beautiful little two sketches depiction things that's actually going on right now, or actually showing the nature of Esau. And look, it's two guys in a bunker or whatever. But as you can see, these guys are of the same nation, man. And they finna get ready to pour the sword out on each other. Let's go to Psalm 7. Because that's the spirit of the Lord making you take out yourself, man. That's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, bro. I'm talking to myself first. This is the book of Psalms 7. And I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, he turned not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. And there's these different silos, man. Because the Lord put the spirit on these different scientists to actually make these different weapons, man. To actually make these different weapons of mass destruction. Let's get this real quick. This is the book of Isaiah 54 in verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. Right there, the Lord said, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. So the Lord basically put the spirit on these different modern day blacksmith, which is in the term of these different scientists, to do what? Create these different weapons, man. Because again, it's been the evolution of weaponry since Esau got into power too. Because even though the Moabites, they started using gunpowder and cannons, Esau, he took it to the next level with the musket. Then he took it to the next level with the rocket. Then he took it to the next level, not the rocket, but the rifle. Then he took it to the next level with the Gatling gun, and so on and so forth, until he created what? The nuclear missiles. Continuing on. It says, and bring forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. And again, Esau, they have been, these different blacksmiths, they created the Gatling gun, then they end up creating the V2 rocket, Then they end up creating the fat boy and the little boy, an atom bomb, and now these devils have created the waster to destroy, which is the nuclear weapons, man. And even the Oppenheimer, which he got a movie that came out, he basically said, "I have become the destroyer of worlds, man," because he know what he was doing when he made that thing, man. You know, he was fulfilling prophecy, man. Let's go back to that Psalm 7. Going back to Psalms 7, jumping down to verse 13. It says, "He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors." And again, that's talking about those missiles, because even when you go into the word arrows in a military term or a broken arrow, they mean a lost missile, man. But again, these missiles, when they land, they don't land to bring food. No, they land to bring death. They land to bring destruction, man. You know, continuing on, behold, he travaileth with iniquity and have conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. And that's how this devil helped onto his kingdom, with falsehood and deceit. But the Lord is finna get ready to do away with all that, because that deceit is not working no more, man. Now this devil, he's gonna have to pull out that thing, you know. He's gonna have to pull out all his eggs, man. You know, he's going to throw the whole kitchen sink. And a part of him throwing the whole kitchen sink is putting out those missiles, man. You know? Because he's finna come into a sense of desperation. Continuing on, he made a pit and digged it, and is falling into the ditch which he made. Because again, the Lord put the spirit on Esau to trap himself up. Continuing on, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. Yes, it says his mischief shall return upon his own head, which means what? A missile will come down and hit these devils, man. Hit these guys. Because again, at the end of the day, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, once the missiles hit, that means the end of Esau's kingdom, man. And it says his violent dealings, because he's a violent man. And the Lord said, "Whatever you sow, thou shalt reap." So basically, you came on top by bombing people. 1945, you're gonna go out by getting bombed, man. That's a righteous and balanced power, man. So yeah, I just pray this video was edifying. When say, "Call Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, Shalom, DTA, and a Bob."